What's up, guys? Isaiah here from YuGiOh Gaming. I have Logan and PJ here with us again, and today we're going to go over what we believe to be the best 10 cards coming out of Battle of Chaos this weekend. You guys ready?
Yep. Let's jump on in.
Let's jump in. Here we go. First card, we have the new DDD card, Divisor King Deuce Machinex. I think this card is pretty good. It's, like you said, is a Ingrisu Zeus child for the deck. Thankfully, it doesn't negate the effects of cards, but it would be insane. What do you guys think?
I like how it doesn't target. I think it's really strong. Plus, its pendulum effect's really good.
Yeah, pendulum effect's just free.
The cool thing is, unlike Dingirsu, like it doesn't need an XYZ monster. You can just slap it on top of something and make it a 3K beast stick, you know, and just go for game.
Yep. It doesn't have to be an X-Check monster.
Yeah, and its effect's not once per turn, which is, you know.
I see this. I don't think this is gonna make DDD's like best deck or anything, but I think it will give the people that do play DDDs, you know, a little push, something to play a little bit.
Yeah, they definitely need something.
Yes, for sure.
All right, going on to Mutant, which is the best. Like two of the other mutant cards put together, it has consistency and it's an extender. This card's actually pretty good.
Yeah, especially with people playing the DPE package, it just helps you make that. And
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like the card's just solid.
I think it's a very good card. I don't know anybody that plays mutants, but I think if you do want to play this, it's going to help the deck out a little bit.
You just want to agree, right? Just add a consistency.
Yep. All right.
Yep.
Number 8, we have Ultimate Fusion. This card's really
broken,
good.
bro.
Thankfully, it's for blue eyes and not for anything else. But I mean, it's Raigeki Fusion, you know? Like, it does a lot of stuff.
Non-targeting, right?
Yeah,
Like,
non-targeting is the important part,
I'm
too.
getting scared with all the non-targeting removal.
yeah, like, and the fact that it can just hit from the graveyard, you don't actually lose resources, which is just insane, bro. Like, being
It's
able to, like,
quick play.
pop 2 to 3 monsters and then make, I think there's some, like, new fusions out of this set, too. I may be wrong about that, but there's definitely, like, this is just, like, probably the best card. This is something that Blue Eyes needed something to end on.
I think
Yeah,
this
for
card's
sure.
good. And I think the, I don't know if it's any good, but I really like that they brought the Jet. I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. There's a Starlight, too.
All right, and Salesman. I mean, this card's a spell version of Psyblocker. We can say that.
Yeah,
I
a little worse, but
I don't think it's going to do anything in the meta. I mean, it may have its day where this card's really good, but
Maybe, yeah.
I definitely think it takes a format, like a certain format for it to be good, but like like I could definitely see this card just being like a solid sideboard card against certain matchups.
yeah, I think this is definitely a card that I wasn't frantic about on day one picking up, but I think if you see this in someone's binder, you should pick it up and just have a copy of it, or a playset of it just in case.
Yeah, for sure.
And then one of my favorite cards in the set, Illusion of Chaos. Search Magician Souls, and then you have a target for Magician Souls, so you don't have to play bricks for it.
Yep. It also allows Diviner to search Magician Souls and become a 1-card Needle Fiber, which is relevant.
Yeah, true.
It's a very strong card.
It's also just Dark Magician support.
Yeah. Shout out to the Dark Magician
Has a
players.
pretty good effect, too.
And it's pretty. It's a beautiful card.
Yeah, for sure.
Dragon Bite. This is probably my favorite card in the set. I love this card. Bees make needle fiber. That's, you know, more Bee Trooper push. I like the Bee Trooper deck, so.
Allows you to use Resonance Insect, right? You get to summon it from your hand, and you know you get to link or synchro or whatever, and then you can banish it later to trigger its second effect, so you're not forced to search like a Doomdozer or whatever. It's just a super solid card, all around great card.
Yep, I think this card's insane. I like the art too.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
I almost wish this is a prismatic, because I think it would look really sick. Or a starlight,
Yeah.
whatever we're gonna call it. Alright, we have the new Sword Soul card. This card's really good. You know, burn, but it's really good against Brave, PK stuff.
Yeah, I think this card's super strong. It prevents them from using their Brave cards, which is really cool. Burns, like, with Long Young into this, you know, you're
Yeah, 36,
potentially
baby.
burning your opponent for 3,600 damage. That's crazy, and it's like has like a mini librarian effect, right? So
Yeah,
that's
we
pretty
draw
good.
one.
This card does a lot. Like, I don't know. I've heard like a lot of people are saying this card's not good. And I just feel like they're wrong. Like this card is I'm not saying this card is like an insane like play 3 of in your deck, but this card is definitely something you should have in your extra deck if you're playing Tinny Sword Soul.
With Ching-Ying, it's pretty neat too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because you get Spanish, stuff like
They
that.
just do anything. You just trigger Ching-Ying. You don't have to like, you know.
Yeah, you don't have to wait for them to banish something or wait for a time to banish something.
Right.
Yep.
And then the Fluunder spell. Card's really good. It's very, very good for the deck. I think it's gonna. This is what people have been waiting for Fluunder. I'm excited for it.
It's
Especially
probably
for
the
you to get
best.
Top 100.
Yeah, it's probably just the best Fluunder spell, or just the best Fluunder card.
That's what I was gonna say. I think
period.
it's just the best Fluunder card there is.
It dodges hand traps. Dodges hand traps, search the field spell or a monster, and gains 500 for time. Like in a slower
it's a
deck,
quick
like what
play.
else do you want? Yeah, like screw Book of Moon. Who needs that?
Yeah, this card's insane. I like this card a lot. I'm excited to see more Fluunder Breeze decks.
It's
Yeah.
really cool to see.
All right, Garden Chimera. Thank God this card makes you use cards from your hand, or Super Poly would be a menace. But this card is insane. This card, like, popping cards, drawing cards, is just a crazy card. I love this card. I love the art of this card.
Non-targeted
This is-
as well.
Yeah, this is my favorite card in the set, hands down. I think it just like makes Despia be able to do something,
Yeah.
which is great. And like this card's gonna see play outside of Despia. Like it doesn't take a lot for this card to be good, and the fact that it can just draw into hand traps or whatever, just super
pretty
strong. And he's
insane.
huge. He's huge, dude. 3,300 attack.
It's a massive.
Just kill him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited to see this card get played. I'm also scared of this card, so, you know. Alright, going into what we think is the best card in this set is the Ark Charmer. I mean, you just take your opponent's DP.
Free, baby.
This card's really strong. Like, I personally think this is probably the best Charmer card. Because there's so
Yeah.
I
many
agree.
dark decks, and especially right now with DP being a thing, it just takes it, you know.
Dragoon too, bro. You
Yeah.
can summon Dragoon out your opponent's graveyard. It's crazy. Like
It is
there's
nice,
so
bro.
many boss monsters that are just dark monsters. Like, and there's so many decks that are like dark's just the best attribute in Yu-Gi-Oh. Like
And it's
just
easy to
overall.
make just two monsters. One of them has to be dark. Like,
Thankfully, this
Yep,
card's low rarity. I mean, it also has a Starlight, but like, thankfully, this card is going to be available to everybody.
right.
Yes, and it can just search dark monsters.
Yep. This card's really
Like-
good, really strong.
Card's crazy.
All right, that's all of our top 10. We do have an honorable mention. It's going to be our Libromancer cards. Not specifically Geek Boy, but obviously he's the boy, you know. I think these cards have a lot of potential. I think their rituals like are not very good, but I
The
definitely like
artwork is
them.
sick for all of them.
Yeah, they're all really nice.
Like,
Yeah, like all of them are extenders, as
No,
well
they're
as
really good.
search something, right, or do some type of an effect, which is really strong. They remind me of like a better version of the incantations
Yep.
is what they're that's
Yeah.
what they're like. But and they don't lock you out of the extra deck either, so you can just link climb or whatever you want to do, overlay whatever. They just need something to search, man. But they do not have to like. If you notice, you don't have to reveal a Libromancer ritual, so you could splash them in other ritual decks. Unfortunately, Drought Trunk can't play these, but
right.
it wouldn't surprise me, if these cards seen play for sure in a top tier strategy.
I could see these cards
they get some
having
support.
the spiral effect, where they come out and they're cool, but they're not very good. But then a year or so later, they get a really insane card out of a set, and they just become a really, really strong deck.
Yeah, and if you notice, like Geek Boy doesn't have to be special summoned by his own effect to trigger his
Yeah.
search effect. So E-Telly, he's a psychic level 3, trigger that. Just get a free plus. Like their spell's really good too. You can search the field spell, and it's just like a tinky kind of.
Yeah, I definitely think this is the card that I think it'll drop from these prices. But I think if you see it and you can trade for it, I think you should probably pick them up. I don't know about early.
I'm excited for the
but
archetype for sure.
I think over time, this card will definitely be strong at some point.
Yep.
Is there any
Maybe
other
even now,
honorable
who
mentions you guys
knows?
wanna talk about?
No, I think this set's pretty low power overall, but there's
Yeah.
definitely some strong cards in it. Like, I feel like Illusion of Chaos, the ritual monster forward, all of those cards are just on like a completely different
Different
tier than
level,
the rest.
yeah.
The rest of the cards in the set.
Yeah, I think this
And
set
uh,
pleased the collection market more than it did the competitive market. Because there's a lot of cards like the Blue Eyes Jet and this, and like just cards that people that collect Blue Eyes decks and Dark Magician decks and stuff like that, like they love to have.
And plus, they're like pretty good cards too.
Yeah,
So,
they're not bad.
Yeah, and if you notice, like, one of the cards in our top 10 is a TCG exclusive, and our honorable mention is also a TCG exclusive. So like,
right.
that's actually pretty wild.
Yep, I think this set's gonna be a letdown set for a lot of people, but I think it's gonna be like it's gonna be fun to open. But it's not you're not
Yeah.
gonna like find anything like crazy that you need a 3 of in every deck thing in this set.
There's a lot of good cards in this set, though.
Yeah.
It's a pretty medium set, but definitely a good set overall.
I agree. All right, guys, that's what we think for our top 10 cards coming out of Battle of Chaos this weekend. Make sure you go to your local stores and hit up their sneak peeks and get your packs so you can pull your Geek Boys. Hope you guys have a wonderful day and peace.
See ya.
Hey guys, thanks for watching our video. If you like what you saw, make sure you check out our most recent video here and our most recent vlog here. We appreciate your feedback. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share. We hope you guys have a wonderful day. Peace.